So welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to part 2 of what would be Connor's discovery flight. So at this point, we've just taken off out of Ormond Beach, and we're leveled off under the Charlie airspace. And if you listen closely, you can start to hear air traffic talking to other airplanes about airports going IFR due to this low-level scud layer that's cruising across at about 200 feet.
Okay, so we have to stay under 1,200 feet until we pass this little
Right here in the video, you can hear me start to stammer and actually go silent as I'm listening to air traffic. And what we're listening to is the tower controller from Ormond Beach, where we just came from. And what he's saying is, hey, they're going to put out a special ATIS announcement, so it's not going to be the hourly. And basically, the airport is now going to be under instrument flight rules for the foreseeable future.
Red ring.
You want to continue your approach? You want to break it off there?
For now, we'll continue. Once we are in IFC condition, we'll advise, and maybe we'll break it. J133.
J133, ready. So, traffic at 12 o'clock and 2 miles northbound. VFR at 1,000 is a Cessna.
Roger that. We'll be looking for charge, J133.
And November 7 Kilo Echo still on the frequency?
That's affirmative. I have that traffic on the left. 737 Kilo Echo.
Okay, thanks.
Traffic inside J133, thank you.
J133, roger.
Okay, so this little scud layer has got us IFR. As the sun starts to warm, it's going to push the scud layer up. And it was forecasted, but our conditions when we got here were a little better than expected. So now we're just going to be VFR up over the beach and over the clouds for a bit.
J133.
All right, so we're leaned out. We're not talking to anybody. Got these IFR conditions around us. Daytona approach, contact 737 Kilo Echo, VFR request.
7372 Echo calling.
737 Kilo Echo.
737 Kilo Echo, Daytona approach remaining south side of the Charlie airspace, stay position, altitude request.
Yeah, good morning, sir. 5 miles, Cessna 172, 5 miles east of Flagler Airport, 2,000 feet and northbound. Request VFR flight following just to remain in the area. We'll be returning to Ormond once it goes VFR. And 737 Kilo Echo.
7 Kilo Echo, maintain VFR at below 3,500, squawk 0155.
At below 3,500, squawk 0155, 737 Kilo Echo. So now, what I just punched in, that gives them a code to follow. Code to follow us on, and he's going to say, radar contact.
Radar contact 5 northeast to Flagler Airport, altimeter 3006. How far north do you want to fly around?
3006. I'll probably fly up to the Matanzas Inlet to stay in your area, and then loop to the west and then back south again. 737 Kilo Echo.
7 Kilo Echo. No further north than you're 5 miles from your current position. You'll be exiting my airspace. And if you want to hang out to the west of Flagler, that'd be a great spot for you. Clear the Palacamo's 1 and 2, and I'll let you know if Ormond goes VFR.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I am IFR capable, but ceilings are really low right now. 737 Kilo Echo.
Turn right, getting 220, join localizer.
All right, so we're going to head west.
7 Kilo Echo, roger. Just advise what you want to do.
Yeah, I will. If I need to pop up IFR, I'll let you know. 737 Kilo Echo.
133, turn left heading 070.
Left 070 for Jetties 133.
We're at all 3076 miles from Diag, maintain 1,600 until established, localize and cleared ILS, runway 25 right approach.
207, maintain 1,600 until established and cleared for the ILS 25 right approach.
So at this part in our flight, I've picked up our local VFR flight following from the Daytona Beach approach controller. We've flown up the coast and we have turned westbound. And from the video that you can see on screen, things look relatively clear, but if you look off into the distance, you can actually see this low-level clouds that are actually creeping from west to east, heading towards the ocean. So as the further we go west, the worse the conditions end up being. I'm looking outside and I'm seeing these clouds start to fill in, and I can honestly say I start to feel the anxiety of some external pressures coming in. So you go back to your private pilot days, we had a PAVE checklist, so pilot, aircraft, environment, and external pressures. And what I'm feeling is the external pressure of, hey, this is the first thing I'm doing for the day, but I still have to go to work. And my car is at the Ormond Beach Airport, and the Ormond Beach Airport is low IFR, and I have a non-precision GPS, so I can't fly into the Ormond Airport right now. And I'm watching these clouds move from west to east, and they're about to be over the top of the Flagler Airport, which is my next closest airport to home, and would be my safe haven, and I would be able to make alternative transportation arrangements from that airport. But from my vantage point, that airport isn't, the clouds are starting to move in there too. So we're gonna cut to me picking up the weather at the Flagler Airport and then making some alternative arrangements to land in Flagler and then to wait out the weather a little bit and then take it from there.
Temperature 2.18, altimeter 3005. Expect visual approach runway 29er. He's going to approach. He's going to taxiway office closed from taxiway. The layer in here is between 200 to 300 feet.
It is 133 Daytona departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 2000, turn rate getting 030, vectors island, runway 25 right.
Temperature 2.18, altimeter 3005. Expect visual approach runway 29er. He's caution bird and animal activity about the airfield.
Just didn't get the wind.
Rest of contact, your information, Kilo. Flagler tower information, Kilo at time 1250 Zulu, wind calm, visibility 10, sky clear. Temperature 2.18.
How do you feel about landing in Flagler?
Yeah, I don't, whatever makes you feel more comfortable.
Oh well, well, Flagler is still VFR, landing 29. We could always land there and then wait for the Ormond to clear and then take back off and fly back down to Ormond.
Right.
It's better to have a place on the ground and know that the scud layer is going to burn itself off. H-10 approach Skyhawk 737 Kilo Echo. I'd like to terminate and go VFR into Flagler.
737 Kilo Echo, radar service summary, so I maintain VFR, frequency change approved. Kilo's current at Flagler, expect runway 29er, weather's better than 5,000, so 5-3 day.
Thanks, sir. I have Kilo. I appreciate the help today. 737 Kilo Echo.
You're welcome.
All right, so we're going to call Flagler and tell them we're 7 miles to the northeast. Flagler Tower, good morning. Skyhawk 737 Kilo Echo, 5 miles to the northeast. Information Kilo, full stop.
Jet 153, runway 29, clear for takeoff.
Runway 29, clear for takeoff, Jet East 153.
November 737 Kilo Echo, Flagler Tower, report a 4 mile straight in, runway 29.
Report a 4 miles straight in, runway 29, 737 Kilo Echo. All right, so he wants a straight in approach. So I'm actually going to load an approach into the GPS so that I'm going to activate it. So now that the approach is activated, this is where the runway is facing compared to us. So these are the waypoints. I'll turn this off, but you can see we're on vectors.
121, holding short at Golf for runway 29, ready for close traffic.
Jet 121, hold short, runway 29.
So we're just going to maintain 1,500 feet for now, and Flagler's right there. So he gave us a 4 miles straight in.
Jet 153, follow the Twin Star for left traffic.
Following airplane ahead for left traffic, Jet East 153.
Flagler Tower, 737 Kilo Echo. I just want to correct, I was 5 miles to the northeast. I'll still set up for that straight in. I just want to make sure my position report was correct.
Okay, you said northeast?
That's affirmed. I just want to make sure I told you.
Okay.
The direction he gave us was doesn't make sense. What he should have given us is a downwind entry into 229 and the fact that he gave us this made me think that I told him southeast instead of northeast. So they don't have a radar screen, so they can't see us. So unless you tell them exactly where you are the first time, they're painting a picture in their head of where all their airplanes are. So I was making sure that I didn't screw up. Turning inbound.
Jet 121 left traffic.
Jetties 121 left traffic.
Jetty, take the sand way now.
Alright, that's the runway in front of us. Right there on the ground. So this is telling us that we're a little right, a little left of course, so we're correcting.
That's for left traffic.
Jetty 807 for the Cessna, head for left traffic.
Alright, so at Hagav, Flight Tower 737 Kilo Echo, 4 mile final runway 29.
Cessna 7 Kilo Echo, following the Cessna short final runway 29, clear to land number 2.
Clear to land number 2, looking at the traffic, 737 Kilo Echo. Okay, so we are, if you look on the...
Can you tell me which guy is making the left traffic? It's Jetty 807.
You look to the left of the airport, or the runway, there's 4 lights.
Jet 807,
there's 2 red ones, and
left downwind now.
maybe 3 red ones, and a white one on the left-hand side.
Jetty 807,
That's called a PAVE.
What are the faces of those clouds?
Yeah, they're coming in pretty low, but they're scattered now. But yeah, they're like around 600 to 500 feet. They're going 200 feet in top.
So we're under 110. I'm gonna add 10 of flaps. Start slowing us down.
One more pass, and we're about to close the pattern. It's getting real hard to see you guys out there.
Yeah, no problem, sir. Just one more and we'll get out.
So the goal is those lights should be 2 red and 2 white, or you're perfectly on the glide path. If you see more red than white, then you're low. If you see more white than red, then you're high. So a little bit of thermals on the ground. So right, we're a little low. At a touch of power.
Left on Golf, right on Delta to the ramp, Jet East 153.
Flagler Tower 737 Kilo Echo. I'm assuming my traffic's back off again.
You are number 1 now.
Number 1, clear land, runway 29, 737 Kilo Echo. Alright, so we are 2 miles from the airport, or from the runway. So
Flagler
we're at
Tower,
80 knots.
Jetty 121.
I'm going to start slowing us down a little bit more. So I'm going to add 20 degrees of flaps.
Jet 121, roger, you're following a Cessna on final, runway 29, clear to land number 2.
Clear to land number 2, runway 29. Jet East 121.
Jet East 1 to
So the closer we get to the ground, the bigger the flight control inputs are going to be, so just watch your knees.
Yeah, it's
30 degrees
crowded.
flaps.
You can't see the runway right now.
Roger.
Slowing us down. So final approach speed, around 65 knots. Car beats back in, ready for a go around.
Yeah, Jet East 121, keep going straight, do not turn.
Thank you, Jet East 121 going straight.
Yeah, go towards the shoreline right now.
Copy, Jet East 121.
So now we're getting a little high, so I'm pulling some power out.
Jet 121, the Cessna you're following is very short final now, maybe less than a quarter mile.
A little bit of a crosswind from the left.
Yeah, Jet East 121.
So the nose is pointing to the left a little bit. A little bit of a crosswind.
Jet East 121 making
Airspeed is
right
good.
turn towards shoreline. A firm, I see you on final.
Okay, Jet 121, I got you in sight now. Do you have the Cessna in sight on short final there?
Yes, I believe the Cessna is about to land, short final.
Okay, from runway 29, clear to land. You're number 1.
Copy, runway 29, clear to land, Jet East 121,
Okay.
number 1.
Pulling power out, nice and easy. I'm using my feet to align nose.
Sirius 31, Mike Victor, Flagler.
All we're doing is picking up, holding the nose off, hold it off, hold it off.
Kind of entering a left downwind here for runway 29.
Nice and easy.
Sirius 1, Mike Victor, roger. Report midfield left downwind. I do got some clouds moving in pretty quickly from the west, low level.
Yeah, it would help if we could do a left base for 29. That would keep us away from those.
Okay, if you can't swing it a little bit wide, I've got a twin star on a wide left base out there.
So we made the right call to get on the ground, because all these fields are going to go IFR, and it's better for us to be on the ground and then make alternative plans if for some reason this doesn't burn off. So we're just going to give it a little time.
Jet 807, I appreciate your help with that. Runway 29, clear for option number 2. And do you want to make this a full stop, or are you doing a depart VFR out of here?
Yeah, we're going to do a touch and go depart VFR, JD807.
After landing, flaps up, carpet is off,
and clear for the option number 2, JD807, runway 29.
lights are off, pitot heat's off, mixture is out,
We still have the traffic inside.
takeoff trim,
number 2 clear for the option.
transponder clocking 1200, over to ground. Flagler ground, good morning, Skok 737 Kilo Echo, clear runway 29 Echo, going to the FBO.
Skok 7 Kilo Echo, left on Golf, right on Delta to the ramp.
Left on Golf, right on Delta to the ramp, 737 Kilo Echo.
As you heard as we were exiting the runway, I felt as though we made a really good call to land under VFR conditions to the Flagler Executive Airport, which was the airport that was closest to home, should we have to make other transportation decisions. So we taxied over to the FBO, we went to the self-serve fuel, got some cheap avgas. Flagler Executive Airport avgas is one of the cheaper in the area at $5.09 per gallon. Overall, I'm really thrilled with the flight for Connor. He has decided to pursue his private pilot certificate, so I'm thrilled for that. And I think I have a friend that I can fly with more often for sure. So thanks for taking a look at this video. Subscribe if you haven't, like this video. Also, please leave a comment down below whether you would have made the same decision or not. So appreciate you watching, and we'll see you soon.